Hi, I'm Paul Bono for Piano with Willie, and in this lesson we're going to be learning this very popular, very famous, well-known piece of music called Für Elise by Ludwig van Beethoven. It's a really, really well-known piece of music, so it's going to be a great piece to learn and have as part of your piano repertoire. I'm going to suggest right out of the gate that you print out the sheet music that corresponds to this lesson, because we're going to be making a lot of notes, and you're going to want to be taking a lot of notes and writing them into the music, so that it helps you when you go back to your practice session to remember and be mindful of all the things that we discuss here in the video. We're going to be talking about a lot of great stuff. In the first chapter, we're going to do what I call survey the music. We're going to look at this piece of music and talk about all the things that we need to know before we can even sit down and start playing real notes. So things like clefs and key signature and time signature, the basic form, are there any repeats or first or second endings, and there are. Do the clefs change? Yes, a couple times the clefs do change. We need to know where they are and be mindful of that. Dynamics and tempo. And maybe a little bit unique to a lot of you, I know I haven't taught this in any lessons yet, we're going to be talking about the proper way to use the pedal because there are pedal markings written into this music. So we're going to learn how to read the pedal markings and how to play the pedal markings. And the pedal markings, they refer to the sustain pedal, which you'll see on the virtual keyboard. It lights up whenever I play that sustain pedal, that pedal on the right. So we'll talk about that and how to use the pedal and how to interpret these markings, these pedal markings. We're going to be using a very specific practice process. And the practice process that I stress focuses on three main areas: getting the right notes, getting the right rhythms, and learning the right fingering. We want to learn all those three things correctly the first time, because we don't have to come back and undo bad habits or any mistakes. So we focus on getting them right the first time. So we'll be very clear and specific about the right notes, right rhythms, right fingerings. And then we're going to talk a little bit about sort of how to work through this at the piano in terms of those are the three areas that we're focusing on, how to do that. Well, we're going to start with our right hand and work our right hand separately, then go to our left hand, work our left hand separately, and then very slowly start putting our hands together. We're going to be working a lot with our metronome, talking about how to count, how to subdivide, and progressing in that way, starting very slowly, making sure we can perfect our performance at that level before we increase our speed and try to go any faster. So, a lot of great stuff in this lesson, great musical information, great piece of music to be learning. Like I said, this is something that all your friends and your family will recognize and they'll want to hear you play. So having this as part of your repertoire is really going to bring you and your listeners a lot of enjoyment. I'm just really excited to get started, so I'll see you inside the lesson.
Thanks for taking a look at this video. If you'd like to be notified the next time I release free content on YouTube, you can click on the subscribe button on this page. It's absolutely free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, if you'd like to study with me for free for 30 days, click on the Piano Success Playbook in the bottom left-hand side, and you'll get 30 days of lessons absolutely free of charge. I look forward to working with you in the next lesson.